Hey, so today we're going to go over follow actions and legato mode in Ableton Live. So, brief review on a follow action. A follow action basically is an instruction that you want a clip to do after it finishes playing for a predetermined amount of time. For instance, if I want this first clip up here to go into the second clip after 2 bars, I can select it, go down to my clip inspector, and make sure the launch settings are up. You can show them using this button right here. And I want it to happen after 2 bars, so I'll enter 2 for when the follow action engages. And the follow action I want is next, meaning that it'll play the next clip in the series. The probability that it'll happen is down here, so let's set it to 1. If it's set at 0, that means that it won't happen at all, and a positive number in this case will mean that it will happen 100% of the time. So let's take a listen to that, and you'll notice after 2 bars, it's going to switch to the next clip. So that's a basic follow action. Now, a advanced mode in follow action is called legato. And what legato does is, if you notice in this first example, when it switched to the next clip, it started the next clip from the very beginning of the clip at bar 1. Legato mode, what it does, which is different, is that instead of starting the next clip at the very beginning, it'll start it where the last one left off. So this first clip we played for 2 bars, instead of starting the next clip at bar 1, it would start the next clip at bar 3. Let's take a look at it again with legato mode engaged. So let me just select the clips and make sure that's turned on. And if you keep an eye on the waveforms and the cursor on the waveforms in the sample editor window, you'll see where the cursor picks up when it switches over. So let's take a listen. As you can see, the second clip picked up from bar 3, and that's what happens when you're in legato mode. Now, using legato mode, you can create all kinds of interesting musical combinations and arrangements that are automatic, and let's do that for all of these clips in this series. But before I do that, let's make sure that these are all in the same key. This loop pack I have, they luckily name the key in the file name, so it's these first 5 are all in the key of F. This second to last one is in the key of G. So if you know your music theory, you know that the G is 2 semitones higher than F. So if I select the clip, go down to my clip inspector and go to transpose, move it down 2 semitones. That means it'll put it in the key of F. Do the same thing for this one, which according to the file name is in the key of E. And we know that the key of E is 1 semitone lower than the key of F, so let's select it and move it up 1 semitone to get it into the key of F. So now let's apply our follow action to all of these. I'm going to select all of them, hold down Shift and click on the first one and then the last one, and it should select all of them for you. Go down and make sure legato mode is engaged. We want our follow action to happen. For this first example, let's just do it after 1 bar. And let's just do next for now, just to keep it simple with a probability of 100% happening. Let's take a listen to that. So as you see, it cycled through all of those every bar, but instead of starting each clip from the top, it started them from where the last one left off. Let's do that again, but this time let's change it from happening every 1 bar to every half bar, just to see how much crazier it can get. Actually, make sure I select all of them, and let's listen to this. And let's even go quicker than that. Let's do it every quarter note, so you can see a really fast switch between the clips. So that's cool. We got all these clips playing in order every quarter note. What if we were to randomize it though? Instead of it playing predictably one after the other, we could randomize it to give us an even crazier musical combination. You can do that in follow actions by selecting all of them and changing the follow action from next to other. Other means that it'll play any other clip after after the follow action is engaged. Now, the difference between other and any mode down here is that any mode could conceivably also play the current clip again, meaning re-trigger it, and we don't want that. We want it to go to a different clip every time the follow action is engaged. So let's set that to other, and then let's do it every 3 quarter notes. And let's take a listen to that. Let's add some drums to that. And just for fun, I got 3 drum loops here. I'm going to add a simple follow action, not legato, but just one. So I want these drums to cycle through each other, these different drum loops. Select them all. Let's do it after every 2 bars. And I just want a simple one. So I want it to be next and then 100% probability of happening. And let's take a listen to that. So that sounds pretty cool. What we can do next is actually record what's randomly being triggered by these follow actions, and hopefully maybe we capture something that we actually want to use over and over again. So the way you do that is basically just hit record here in your transport, and let's take a listen. So as you can see here in the arrangement window, we have recorded our follow actions, and it is a random pattern all throughout. It's a cool way in case something actually caught your ear as something that you actually really liked as far as an arrangement and a loop. You can always go and extract it and build a song off of it. So that's Legato Mode in Ableton Live. It's a very powerful feature, and I hope you guys all use it to your creative advantage.